got magified. How you did that? How you did that? Wow, amazing.
What's good? Welcome back to another day. We're here in New York City. Just got breakfast at Tribeca Bagels. Now we're about to hit the town and do some street magic. Let's go. All right, we just made it to Times Square, New York City. Challenge. Let's put $100 if you get it right. Yeah, no. You can't do it? It's really easy. You can't do it? Sorry. No worries. Part of the job thing? Yeah.
If you want to turn off the camera and show us the trick,
Gotcha. Yeah, we can do it without the camera. It's fine. We're doing like a challenge. If you get it right, you win $100.
Alright, let's do it.
It's super easy. It's like 2 black 7s and the red queen in the middle. If you find the red queen, you win $100. So you can watch me slowly turn the cards over, and then which one he wants to do it.
Can I do it?
Yes, absolutely.
This one. Was it the top one? I was right to begin with.
A little sponge ball. And press like this. Some 2 7s, black 7 of spades, black 7 of clubs. Just hold your fingers like this for me. So 7 of spades there, right? If I take the 7 of clubs and I slide it in like this, without looking at it, without looking, where would you bet that the 7 of clubs is going to be, on top or on bottom? Without that, you would think it would be on top? Would you be impressed if it switch places though? Yeah.
No, it's weird.
How you did that?
How you did that? No way.
Thanks, guys. All right, we've gotten a bunch of performances, most of our host raps here in Times Square. Shot a bunch of stuff for the Around the World video. Turned into a beautiful day here. The sun's shining. Elmo and Minnie out getting pics. Pika, you know. The whole crew is here. All right, so I'm always a big fan of getting recommendations from locals of places to eat when you're in a different city. So we asked a guy who worked, what was he doing, like selling tickets or something?
As a tour guide.
Tour guide. Asked him where to go. He recommended this place. It's called Patteria. I'm gonna try some authentic New York pizza. Let's go. Alright, so we just got done with lunch. It was really good. A+. I highly recommend this place if you're in Times Square, if you're in New York. Check it out. I found something interesting. I wanted to get like that iconic shot of somebody like tossing up pizza dough. And the guy in here told me that their dough, because it's not super processed, it's really like light and delicate, they don't toss their pizza dough. So when you see somebody tossing up dough, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best pizza. And in fact, it can kind of mean the opposite, because the dough is really processed and kind of thick if they're able to do that. But we finished with lunch, it was really good, and now we're going to head over to the Church of Scientology right here and get a energy reading. Spring bean. I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. We're headed to Starbucks now to get coffee for our next part of the Around the World video. So yeah, we're headed to our next location, Starbucks, and then we're going to Battery Park where we had the fan meet up. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna go. Come on. city, and it costs a fortune to live here. Everyone's in a hurry to go make money. So I got a deck of cards, they're all different cards in, not all the same card or anything like that. Do me a favor, just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Look at the card, got it? Jump. Alright, we just grabbed a quick bite of dinner at this noodle bar over here. It's really
like gourmet ramen noodles.
Yeah, it's like gourmet ramen noodles. Not bad.
I called ramen noodles up until like 6 months ago.
It's ramen, definitely ramen. So we're down here by Battery Park, got a quick bite to eat. We got some good drone shots of the city. Almost lost the drone in the Hudson River, but I saved it.
It's kind of blacked out signal for a while.
Yeah, the signal dropped, which has never happened before, I guess. I was too far away because I was pretty far out over the water. I would say I was probably 4 miles out. I don't know how far that is really. It's like 20,000 feet. Yeah, it's hard to gauge. Anyway, yeah, we got some good drone shots of the city, got some post wraps, got the performance of the Around the World trick. Now we are getting ready to hang out in the park for a little bit, and Sasha's getting a bubble tea. And then we're gonna head back to the hotel, hang out for a little while. We might go get a massage here in a little bit, a little Asian massage. Kind of sounds nice. There's a lot of massage places here in the city. A little shoulder rub. Blurry. There we go. Hey, so we're back in the room. We got the drone batteries charging and whatnot. So just for fun, we're gonna call Sasha's room. We got separate rooms. Eric and I are staying in this room here. Sasha got a room on the 2nd floor. We're on the 5th floor. So we're actually gonna call to her room on the room phone. What's her room number? 210? Yeah. Yes, hey, I was just calling to let you know that we were heading downstairs. Hilarious. You're welcome. Absolutely. Bye. She appreciated that. Didn't even know there was a phone in the room. And also appreciated me making her touch the phone to her face. And other people have touched their face. I have a German phone. So it's been a long day. Everyone's feet are kind of sore from walking around the city. We're gonna go get a quick foot massage at this place here in Chinatown. Should be fun. Should be an experience. The stairway up to it is a bit troubling, I'll say.
Here we go.
Massage just ended. I wanted it to last forever.
It was great, but I can't feel my left pinky.
I know everybody says fidget spinners are dead, but look at this one. That is fancy. Alright, so we're getting ready to check out the Tenement Museum. My dad actually lived in a tenement here in New York City, right on this very street when he was growing up. A tenement is like a shared living quarters. It's kind of like a bunch of apartments together, but you would like share a bathroom. Small room, very like kind of I don't want to say poor, but yeah, super poor. So we tried to go to the Tenement Museum. My dad grew up here on Delancey Street. The guy at the counter, Peter, we were trying to get tickets. There were 2 tickets left available for the 1 o'clock. We went to book them. Someone else bought the tickets before we could buy them. And there was like no help whatsoever. Like, oh, sorry, they sold out. Guess you're out of luck. That's all we got. So really disappointed. So I got a cup of coffee from Starbucks right here. Watch, if you just kind of wave, kind of looks like.
Where you got that coffee?
A little more.
Are you making this with this beer? No.
It's like an invisible drink. Yeah.
Not swallow one time.
This is cool. You got
everybody
stuff
here?
for sale here? That's cool.
Chinatown? Yeah, just go check cargo.menu.
Nice.
You don't need to download any else, just go online.
Huh, that's awesome. Headed to Chinatown. Alright, just got dropped off in Chinatown by our lovely Uber Charleston from the Philippines. Super cool guy. So we're now going to the streets of Chinatown, check some things out. Should be some cool montage coming up. Maybe do some magic for people if we find some willing audience members here. What a cool area. It feels like we're back in Beijing right now. All different, yeah. Check one. Take a look. Say stop. Anywhere you want. There, yeah. Look inside there. Scroll through, you can see one card's different. What was the card, do you know? What was it? Do you remember? Hey?
Yeah. Cool.
Watch. Take it here. Say stop whenever you want. Up there, yeah.
Okay.
Got it? Look.
Yeah. Whoa! Amazing! Thank you. Whoa!
Not only is Eric like the camera guy and the editor and producer, it's also like the equipment manager, which also means pack mule. So it's like 50 pounds of camera equipment, not to mention all the like magic tricks. And these are all just souvenirs we've bought and just hung on there. You look like a homeless guy. I do. Put a spoon in your hand. So I have a little notepad here, and it's got a bunch of different animals written on it. So there's tiger, elephant, giraffe, horse, kangaroo, a bunch of different ones written on there. See? Basically what I want you to do is just stick your finger in the pad as I ripple through it. So whenever you want, whenever you feel like it. Okay? There. Take a look at what you stopped at. Got it locked in your mind. Camera see. Okay, you could have stopped at any one of these, that's fair to say. I made a prediction on my phone before this started of what I thought you would stop on. We've never met before, right? Okay, do me a favor, just slowly turn the phone over and show. Okay, just hold up your hand. Palm up. Which hand do you want to use? This one or this one? Let's put this one down. So I have a marker. Yeah. I'm just going to put a little mark on my hand right there. A little X. Yeah, that's it. If I just grab it like this, I can actually just kind of pull it off. If you look on the back of your hand, turn it over, you can kind of see it jumps.
What the?
What? I just got magified.
That's legit.
What's your name?
Devon.
Devon, Evan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tricky.
Alright, we got some great performances in Chinatown. Now we're getting some more souvenirs, doing a little shopping. Place over here.
Do they have souvenirs?
I think maybe.
What kind?
All kind. Ah, the most precious blood church. So we've been seeing people walking around eating these, like a baked pastry that's like, looks like a fish with ice cream in it. And my sister has to get one. Everyone else wants one too. Okay. Oh, people are Instagramming them. We're in the right spot. So right now, we're walking up to Bridge Street Synagogue. It's the Jewish synagogue that my dad had his bar mitzvah at here in New York City. 80 years ago when he lived here, it was not Chinatown, but now the church is just smack dab in the middle of a bunch of Chinese restaurants and stores. You got this old Jewish synagogue here, still standing. I don't know if we can go inside. Oh, it's a museum now. You get in it, and it's closed. Bummer. All right, apparently you can go inside. You just have to come down in the basement. So let's see what's behind this door. Hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Alright.
Okay, we've made it inside. So this is like the little altar area where my dad would have had his bar mitzvah. That's probably the Torah that he read from. I don't talk about religion much on my channel, but I was raised Jewish, went to temple throughout school. And then around probably 3rd or 4th grade, I decided I just wasn't really into it. My parents didn't make me go anymore. My dad was born and raised Jewish, had his bar mitzvah right here. And it's our first time here, obviously, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so this is the original synagogue, right? Whoa. That's beautiful. Take that back. This would have been where he got the bar mitzvah. This place is unbelievable. So this part's original, this archway here, but the rest of it's been restored because there was a big water leak. A lot of echo. So those Edison bulbs up there on this archway are completely original.
In the Orthodox Jewish tradition, men and women are required to sit separately during worship services.
Wow, so these...
In European synagogues, women sat behind the men, separated by a screen or wall. The founders of this synagogue chose something more progressive for the women.
This is progressive for the time. Women had to sit up here in the balcony, and all the men had to sit down here. Everyone had to be separate in those times. Learn something new every day. This is how a mezuzah is supposed to be hung, not straight up and down like I have mine. Did you move spots? Somebody hassle you?
No, so many people were going in and out of that door.
Oh, okay.
I did get sandwiched one time where somebody just swung the door open. Couldn't get out. They didn't even notice. They just beelined right that way. So,
well, the synagogue was beautiful. You should have came in. It was really nice.
I don't think they allow whites.
Germans, and Eric has German heritage, but we're not going to hold that against him. There are so many little businesses and restaurants down in basements in Chinatown. It's crazy to me. You say it's all about location, location, location for a restaurant. It's hard to believe that, like, with this many restaurants, that they're all able to survive being down in the basement. That's how you know you're in Little Italy. Everything's painted green, white, and red. Okay, we have gotten pretty much all of our principal photography done for the day, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We got a bite to eat at this Italian place. It's really good. Reminded me of Italy in the amount of time that service took. I'm kidding. It was good. Food was good, and we're here in Little Italy in New York, getting ready to head back to our hotel and hang out, right?
Just gotta relax for a bit, maybe not have to carry like 50, 60 pounds of stuff. Adding to it.
You see what my life is? just keep adding more bags to it. Sasha went into this bakery over here, so Eric and I are just kind of hanging out. What? Sasha got a wiggly Japanese cheesecake, which if you haven't seen videos of, I'll throw in a shot right here.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You get a whiff like when you mess up and don't take the trash out that 1 week, and it doubles up.
New York City's definitely got a scent, of a hot trash scent in some places, but we're headed back to our hotel now. Whew, I got that inner leg chafe that you get from walking around a city like for miles and miles.
I should have worn a Fitbit. Figured out how much they actually want.
The guys know what I'm talking about. Gotta get that medicated powder and slap it on your inner thighs. It stings for a minute.
You either gotta get a bottle that's full and poof up, or take a very masculine stance on your back with your legs in the air.
With a towel under you.
Towel under your 1 foot on the door, praying no one comes in.
Alright, so Veronica is at the shop. She's back in Kentucky right now. I don't know why she's there. It's like 7 at night. We're back in the hotel room, by the way, but I can talk through this thing. Let's message her. This is a live security camera feed on my phone. Hey! Veronica! There she goes. Hello? She said hello. What are you doing? Why aren't you out feeding my dog? She's watching Eric's dog.
What'd you say?
What are you doing? Why aren't you watching Eric's dog?
I'm going to check on her and get her now. Since I'm not coming in tomorrow, I won't have a reason to be out here.
So you're just gonna let my dog sit all day?
You did. I checked on her twice. And I had her last night.
You stole my dog? Better not have broken it.
She loved it, but my dogs have hot spots from the heat, and the kids were gonna keep her.
So it's contagious and Eric's dog has the hot spots now?
No, it's not contagious. It's just a thing that happens in the heat.
How did you ruin his dog? I know you ruined it somehow.
His dog is incredible. I'm so shocked it's human as Eric. Like I am as to how that works.
There has to be a balance of good to every evil. It's like a yin-yang. Alright, last moments here in NYC. It's been fun, very productive trip. Great success. Waiting for our Uber. Alright, ready to go? Back to the airport. Time to unload and get on this jet. Alright, ready? Ready?